YouTube people, as I am Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl, and you may hear sounds of construction because I don't get to control the world as much as I would like to. I've started a petition. I should put the link in here. But this one has been in the backlog for a while. We have Speeding Woman with Attitude learns a hard lesson. I have some interesting comments on this because I did some homework on this one. So this is not blind, but we'll see why.
On August 24, 2024, an officer caught a vehicle going nearly twice the speed limit.
Which is really bad, and I don't know how much of what I said got heard, so I'm going to do that real quick again. Hi, I am Insane Lane as well as a Canadian girl, and sometimes I know what I'm doing. There may be intermittent construction sounds.
What's the rush?
This is not completely blind. I have seen this one. I did some homework on it. You'll see why. We'll get to it. And now hopefully everyone can hear me.
I'm just trying to get to work. I have a personal training process.
So you're doing 96.
Yeah, that's
not where I was doing
a lot.
I have the cruise control set at 85.
I mean, okay, even
that's
if
still.
Say you were doing 85. That's still 35 miles an hour with the speed limit.
That's what I thought because they said she was going twice the limit. That's a lot.
Okay, what?
So
when did you clock it?
Right as you're coming over the crest of the hill. Okay, you
behind that truck.
Like that is.
And then
truck was doing 74.
I don't like that they're in the middle of the road.
I need your driver's license, registration, proof, insurance.
Like here, you wouldn't be allowed to stop in the median like that.
It's in the mail on the way to me. I have a passport.
Okay, you can't drive a car then until you have your license on you.
Okay, well, if you want to give me a ticket for that too.
Okay, so I guess in this state you're required to have your license physically on you.
Oh,
How do we bet there's a problem with her license?
So I don't think the attitude's going to help your situation, okay?
The last time I was pulled over by a cop, they pulled over 2 people at one time in the middle of the road, so I'm sorry. And he came up to the car and put his hand on his gun, so I'm sorry if I seem a little out of sorts right now.
I got you. I'm not them.
We have to be in
Obviously,
Florida.
I'm not done any of that stuff.
I forget. It's been a minute since I saw this, like at least 2 months, I think.
Registration paperwork? All right, hang tight, back with you in a few. Taking some sound and tag when you're ready.
So odds are something is up with her license. It's either suspended or she doesn't have one or something. Suspended. Okay, yeah. I do vaguely remember this, but not all the details. But there was one thing that was a sticking point that we'll get to.
All right, ma'am, I need you to hop into the vehicle, come right in the back of your trunk with me.
I just really hate that they're in the middle of like active lanes of traffic. Because
we're going to take care of paperwork back here. What paperwork? The paperwork I'm about to provide you back here.
Okay, why?
Because I'm giving you an order to.
Yeah, I think she knows.
I just didn't know, like, I don't know where I need to get out of the car. Why do I need to get out of the car?
Because I have paper to take care of, and for my safety and for convenience, it's taken care of back here. Hey, Shade, can you pull up here with me?
That is a really fancy cop car. I don't think I noticed that before, but why is he driving like... That looks like a sports car.
I'm not going to have a bunch of people on the side of the Gandy Boulevard. It's a safety issue, okay? This isn't that big of a deal.
If you're telling me this is not that big of a deal, and you basically see me that I'm like...
It's not that big of a deal, but you are making it a big deal, yes. I'm asking her to simply do something that I ask people to do every day. And I told you it's because it's for my safety. This is where I conduct this type of paperwork as in the back of your vehicle.
Here is where this argument falls apart. Officer, you've been standing beside the car talking at her for a good couple minutes now. I understand that it is for safety. That's not a lie. Anytime you're stopped on a highway, and this goes for everyone, this goes for both people in the car, both cops, everybody, you're in danger. It's a dangerous situation. That's why they shouldn't be doing this here. Honestly, the cop should have, or if this woman said, like, hey, we're in a bad place here. Can we pull off at the next exit and go into there's always a gas station right at the exit. So just go into the gas station and park in the parking lot there where it's safe. But nobody is doing that. Is it safer to go to the back of the car? Marginally. Not really. Because, again, somebody hits his car, that's going to hit you. Somebody tries to cut through, they're going to hit you. So is it a little safer than standing beside the car like this? Yes, but that's like 5%. This whole thing is still a bad place to be doing this. So, and not actually by asking her to get out of the car, you're increasing the danger. You're putting her at further danger. So, officer, why don't you go sit in your car where you're safe, write the tickets. You have her information. She gave them a passport. They've got her name, address, all that. So, you know, go sit in your car where you're much safer, write out the tickets, and then bring them to her at the window and just be done with it. Like, there's a better way to do this.
Never been asked to get outside of my car before.
Well, today you are.
Sorry.
So at this point, you need to step out of the vehicle because I'm giving you an order to do so.
Excuse me.
Right around back here, please.
Yeah, this is not safer by any means.
You want to turn and face me so I can explain some things to you? Fantastic. Your driver's license is suspended.
It's not.
You failed to pay a traffic citation at Pasco, and they suspended it on the 19th.
6 months to pay that ticket.
Your driver's license is actively suspended.
The person told me that I had 6 months to pay that ticket. I actually reinstated
might
my
have.
license a few months ago. Got that handled. And now you're telling me that my license
Were you
is
suspended
I
more
haven't
than
received
once?
notification of this. And I know this isn't your fault, sir, but I have been going through a lot lately.
So I understand all that, but here are the simple facts today, okay? You don't have a license on you. In the system, which is real time, it is showing as suspended, and that's what I have to go by.
It's for every
If there's a
real-time
clerk or
system.
something like that, that is something that you're simply gonna have to take care of at a later date in court.
So what happens now?
So I'm about to issue some notices to appear for court in lieu of making a physical arrest and taking you to jail because I don't want to do that. All right? But you can't drive this car. If she has a valid license, she's the one that's going to take perfect. She'll take over for you. But you're going to have a court date that you're going to have to appear for, okay? The court date is going to get mailed to you. You're going to have a court date for driving with suspension and for your speed for doing 96 and a 50. If you don't hear anything from the court in the next 30 days, the recommendation I tell everyone is make sure you call the Pinellas County Clerk of Court because if you miss this
See,
court
that
date
sounds
for any
like the-
reason, they literally want
The courts
you.
have like a paperwork
Okay.
issue.
I'm going to need a couple of things from you. First is going to be a signature at the bottom of both these citations next to the blue X. It's not admission to guilt. Simply saying you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail and you promise to appear for it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and crumple these up. I'm going to go print out a new copy. If you don't appropriately sign the citations, ma'am, I will be forced to make a physical arrest, okay? So I'm going to give you one more opportunity to comply.
Okay, this is where
You
we're getting
physically
into
saw me
something.
sign those, correct? And
That's-
that counts
that
as a
wasn't-
signature, correct?
No, that's not a
All
signature,
right.
right?
Anything
We'll-
from
we'll
pen
get to it.
paper, You physically see me sign, that is my signature. It does not have to be legible.
Okay.
You have nothing else to say.
All right, I'm going to jump into this because this question annoyed me a little. So I'm not going to fully cover it now. We'll get to it in a minute. But I did some research on, in Florida, what is the actual law when it comes to signing citations like this? The answer is interesting.
It's not a signature, says who?
He's trying to work with you. I don't know why you're not working. Why are you interrupting?
Also note, when she just asked the officer to, she said, says who? He said it's not a signature. She said, says who? He didn't answer her. He didn't say according to this law or according to this case of something v. Florida. He didn't answer her.
Here right now, and you
Okay.
made me get out of the car. You
Okay.
could have handed them to me, and I
Alright.
could have signed them in the safety of my car.
She is right.
You want me to say something and then you interrupt me, so I'm not going to say anything.
The officer should have filled them out in his car, brought them to her at the window. Maybe she would have just signed it and
Like, are you kidding me?
you know, she's just upset about the circumstances, not about them so much, because they are being polite, at least. I'll give them that. But this is about to be some bullshit.
All right, ma'am. So again, this your signature is as it appears on your driver's license. This is not admission to guilt. This is simply an acknowledgement that you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail.
Like years ago.
So simply just need your compliance.
Do you want to see my actual signature?
All right, go ahead and turn around, please. Hands behind your back for me.
This is bullshit. Okay, this is absolute bullshit because after, again, doing the research and going through as much Florida law as I could find about relating to signing citations, and I even had a friend who is an actual lawyer, not a Florida lawyer, but an actual lawyer, because I thought maybe he would know maybe some better places to check or how to research these things better than me. He also could find no legal precedent or anything saying that when it comes to signing a citation, signing an X isn't good enough, or signing your signature in like short form or whatever she did. And there's absolutely, positively, and this I will absolutely say, there is nothing that says that your signature must match your signature on your driver's license. I Googled that 9 ways from Sunday. I couldn't find any reference to it in any US law. And now there's construction noises. I apologize for that. But this is wrong. Unless there is an actual law that I somehow could not find stating that when you sign a citation, you must sign your actual signature, and that what is known as making your mark, which is doing an X or any kind of symbol, because the construction's confusing me, but that comes from a time when a lot of people couldn't read and write, so they would make their mark. You know, that's where like family sigils and family crests and that, or you know, that one ranch that has the horse inside the horseshoe sign. Oh yeah, that's that family. That's their like mark. That's where it comes from. So it is usually legal to just make your mark. It's in most places. Here it is. It doesn't have to be your signature. So again, unless there is a law or a case that they can point to where a court ruled or a law was passed saying you must sign your signature as it appears on your driver's license, as this officer said, this arrest is bogus. But if you know about this, I really would like an answer on this, because obviously they do this like this every day. So I really would like to know, does anybody know like why this is the way it is? Is it legal? Am I missing something? But for now, let's get on with the screaming and the unnecessary arrest.
Stay there. Stay there. Stop. Stop. Stop.
I just hope she gets a good lawyer who absolutely challenges this, because I saw her sign them twice.
I'll talk to you in a second.
Yeah, try telling me what law she broke here. Like, give me statute and like number or something.
Cruiser, they can expedite. I won't be uncooperative.
You know, I wouldn't call this being uncooperative. If she was trying to run into traffic, that would be uncooperative.
No, you didn't.
Yes, she did. The fact that you didn't like how doesn't matter. Like, honestly, he's just arresting her because it's a case of you didn't do exactly what I told you, how I told you. More than anything else, I'll bet you. See, like the Mustang symbol on the car. You know it's a Mustang because of the horse.
Do what you gotta do. Start your paperwork.
I got the paperwork done. She just refused to sign it.
No, I'm not refused. Do you see it? There's a signature on that paper, sir.
Not your signature.
Hold on.
I'm diagnosed with anxiety.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to be doing this.
Go look at the piece
And
of
I
paper.
hate
I
that.
signed it.
I hate that when cops hand off to other cops who have no idea what's going on, because both these officers got here late. This one just showed up. He has absolutely no clue what's going on, but he will continue to say what the other cop said. He just repeats it like automatically and will go along with whatever first cop tells him to do while having no clue what has actually happened. Like every time a cop shows up, somebody needs to tell them what's going on. I stopped her for this. She was doing this. She was speeding. We tried to this and now we're here. Because there should never be a situation where a cop that is standing there and now in control of somebody under arrest and potentially having to make choices here, having no clue what has gone on. Like that's just a really bad situation.
Please, they're making a big deal out of this, please.
Yeah, they really are, which they shouldn't be.
Please.
And does somebody want to put her in a car for safety? Like, again, for all the officers talk about safety, he's not acting very safe.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
I'm sorry, this is her dad. Hold on, Dad, I gotta talk. Hold on, I have to talk
No,
to
I
the
think she's
police
talking to her
officer.
father.
Just a second.
Hopefully, yeah. Can we put her in a car? Can we get everyone in cars instead of standing on the side of the road, please?
I signed the paper.
Yes, she did. Girl, just get yourself a good lawyer.
Come on.
Please, can I have my life?
She can't take that. Okay. Anything else?
Closed caption is not so great.
So here's the deal. Here's what happened, okay? She
Okay,
has
so
a
at least
suspended
she has a
driver's license,
license.
and she's doing a speed of more than 30 miles an hour of the speed limit. In the state of Florida, one of those, the suspended driver's license, is an arrestable offense. The other one is a mandatory appearance in court.
That's not why you arrested her, though.
Have a seat.
Have a seat. Get in the car.
See, I don't like that from the cop because that sounds like he's trying to cover his butt. Because, yes, you could have arrested her for either of those if he's telling the truth, and I have no reason to believe he's not. But you didn't. You didn't arrest her for either of those. You said yourself you arrested her for not signing the citations the way that you told her to. So, don't try and pretend you're being the nice guy now. Like, I hate that. I utterly hate that. You know, if he had arrested her for the speeding or whatever, I'd shut my mouth.
When I
But he
placed down
didn't.
and explained this to her a second time, she again scribbled all over the citations.
No,
At that
she did
point,
not.
She's
She
not
did-
acknowledging that
yeah.
she's going to appear in court. I cannot release her on a citation.
She
So
is
has to go to
acknowledging
jail
it
and
because she
appear for
did
those
sign
charges
it.
now.
Like, I'm sorry, the cop's being a dick.
Thank you.
He didn't have to do this, and he only did it
It's going to be a
because,
walkthrough type of thing, in and out.
like,
Now they're not
she
gonna
didn't do
hold
what
her,
he
okay?
said. That was it.
All right.
Because he was perfectly fine letting her go about the suspended and the speed.
was go work out this
He was-
morning.
Yeah, she was issued with a citation for unlawful speed and charged with refusal to sign a traffic citation, which is absurd. All right, what are your thoughts? I've said what I have to say. As I said, I did do a lot of research into this. I tried really hard to get a straight answer. There isn't one. The only thing I could find under the law is that, yes, you must sign a citation. Apparently, you do not have to sign a ticket. I guess Florida has both. I'm not sure what differentiates the two. But when I tried to look up, like, under Florida law or any law, what is the legal definition of signature? There's nothing. I could not even find a rumor or a reference or anything. So, Florida, you need to sort that out. If you're going to demand that people sign something, you need to figure out what signed means or what signature means. Because until there's a definitive answer, putting an X or putting a scribble is just as valid as anything else. So please leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you know anything like how the laws work that would explain any of this, please let me know. I would be so grateful. But until the next one, I've been Insane Lane as well as a Canadian girl. Take care of you, love on a fur baby, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.